Shouldn't have the radio on, should we?
I think you turn that down and then turn it up when you ring. Okay?
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man.
Lucky I'm here.
Greg Williams. I can't believe I'm in a car with you, mate. Thank you so much for doing this.
Ah, it's my pleasure.
Stephen Kernahan, I've already rung and asked some advice, and he basically said it'll be a great chat as long as he's in a good mood. So, what sort of mood are you in?
No, I'm fine. I'm relaxed. Yeah, just don't hang on to me. For some reason, I got tagged all the time. I'm not sure why, but clubs just kept putting blokes on me to stop me, and I just hated blokes trying to stop me, and they sometimes cheat. Well, they cheated a lot.
Did you have a strategy about getting rid of taggers, Diesel?
No. I used to say, look, if you hang on, I might have to hit you, you know?
Yeah. Why would they listen to you? Did many of them just say, actually, Diesel, you make a good point, I'm not going to do that?
You'd be surprised how many blokes didn't hang on.
After that?
Definitely, yeah, because they were a little bit concerned what I'd do to them, yeah. There was times where I got hit a lot for no reason and mightn't get them that week, but the next time I played them, I'd get them back, and that's just the way it was then. And but like I said, I did warn them.
I told you that earlier on that I'm not going to duck the hard questions.
Don't. I'm not easy. I'll just answer them. Go
All
for
right. Your middle name's Donald.
Sorry, it is Donald, yep. Gregory Donald Williams now.
Now, where's Donald come from? Because I didn't know that. As much as I grew up, the cards on the table, I loved you. Because, you know, in terms of in this game that we love, and with its athleticism and giants, and like for you to be one of the greats with your stature and your speed, like it was just amazing. So I just want that on the table.
Yeah.
But, well, yeah, so
I agree.
I didn't, and all this time I didn't know that your middle name was Donald. Where's Donald come from?
Yeah, well, firstly, Gregory Donald Williams. Well, Gregory, my mum watched a Gregory Peck movie the night before she had me, so she called me Gregory. Well, that's pretty unusual, but she did. And then Donald Williams was actually he was in the World War One. He was actually a fighter pilot. He actually died in World War One. Great grandfather or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I was named after him, Gregory Donald. So that's where the Donald's from.
Well, there you go. See, these interviews aren't just all jokes and all that.
No, Donald Williams. He's a bit of a legend in our family. Yep.
Cop that, Mike Sheehan. You want to get that on that? Or did you tell it on open? Have you been on open mic?
I have, but I didn't talk about Donald. No.
That's a scoop for me. Thank you. Your journey at Carlton starts in 1982.
That's right.
When you got invited down to pre-season?
Yeah, I did as a 17, 18-year-old, yep.
Where were you playing before that?
I was in the Bendigo League, which was Carlton's zone, and I was asked to come down and do pre-season.
Was that a huge
thrill? Yeah, that's all I wanted to do, was play for Carlton, yeah.
What happened in 82 pre-season?
But when I got down here, obviously the players are better, and I had to get fitter, obviously, and the first pre-season was really difficult for me because it was super hard for me because I couldn't run very well in the first place. So, and that was one of the reasons I got the arse in the first year was because, I just wasn't fit enough and I wasn't up to the standard anywhere near it. So then I went back to Bendigo. I won the league best and fairest when I went back, and then Carlton asked me back again. So when I came back, I was in better shape and I'd trained a couple of pre-seasons.
This is 83 pre-season now, you're back?
Yeah, that's right. And, obviously Carlton were winning premierships in the early 80s and they had Mosquito Fleet.
Yeah.
I was a lot better the second year, but they actually gave me the arse again, which was disappointing. The year after that, I wrote to Tom Hafey if I could do pre-season there.
At Geelong?
At Geelong, yeah. So that's how I ended up at Geelong.
82, 83 pre-seasons. Who was the coach?
David Parkin, yeah.
So Parker, I've had him in this in the car before.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I didn't.
How many questions you asked? One.
Well, mate. I've got a good question.
He's a great talker, Dave.
I've got a good question to ask him. Consider, I'm going to ring him now. I just can't.
You can't ring him now. You're interviewing me.
Don't worry. I'll make sure it's short. I'll just see how this goes.
David.
Hello, David Parkin. It's Sam Pang here in a car with Greg Williams.
Hello, boys. How are you?
David, how are you going?
Well, I'm vertical. Well, not vertical. I'm sitting driving the car too, but I'm good, thank you. Yeah, for an old bloke.
I won't hold you up. I'm just talking to Good. I'm just talking to Diesel, and we're going back over his career. And in 82 and 83, I don't know if you're aware of this, he did pre-seasons with Carlton, and you were the senior coach. And I was just wondering, on behalf of all Carlton supporters, and I think Diesel himself, what didn't you see in Greg Williams in 82 and 83, David?
Well, that's a very difficult question. The easy one is what I saw.
What did
Too fat, too slow, not good enough.
That's
try and be honest, David, will you?
in Diesel's debut around 1 of 1984 when he had 38 possessions, David. How were you feeling when you learnt that news?
I think the word's embarrassed.
Yeah.
And to think that he had the decency to, against that background, Sam, to actually come back and agree to play at Carlton is quite an amazing story in itself.
That is an amazing story. In 1992, Diesel, you came back to Carlton.
I did, yeah.
And the man who had given you the flick 10 years earlier was the senior coach, David Parkin.
That's right. No, I had no problem with that at all. I was rapt that he was there. And I've said Parkin's the best coach I've had. Tom Hafey's is equal best. You know, to be able to finish off with 95, that was, as you know, just greatest year ever.
David, I won't keep you long because Diesel obviously has reminded me that this is his episode and he doesn't want you in it too much. Rightio, thanks mate.
Thanks for coming on. Thank you.
See you, Dave.
See you, Sam. See you, Greg.
See you, mate.
93 and 94.
Yes.
What hurt more, the grand final loss or going out in straight sets?
Oh, 93, the loss. Yeah, that's the worst thing ever happened to you as a player. Yeah, grand final losses aren't pretty and devastating. I played on Denham that day, actually. In the first quarter, Denham actually punched me in the mouth. And he actually got reported. He got 5 weeks for that.
Right.
Jeez. So he actually hit me.
Yeah.
And then about third quarter, we were gone. So I took him down our forward line and I broke his nose.
Right.
And
just by the way, it's a different time back then. So.
Yeah, it was different. Yeah, and like I said, it was retaliation.
Yeah.
You know, he hit me and I hit him back. Anyway, I went to the tribunal and obviously Denham got 5 weeks and Neil Busby's the chairman and he said to me in the hallway, he said, Greg, you're very lucky, you know. I said, why is that? He said there was 25 cameras there on the day and not one of them picked it up. So I'm pretty proud of that.
95, you win the grand final. You weren't that keen on going forward.
No, it's true.
Why is that?
Oh, because I'm a centreman, you know. I just wanted to be the best centreman and I wanted to get the ball more than anyone else and that's what I trained for every week. You know, to get 40 possessions a week, 10 a quarter, that was my mantra, you know, and I was relentless at trying to do that. I'm going to do a Yui here.
Okay, mate. In saying that, there you go, that's the first ever Yui done on Sydney Road. That's amazing. Your vision was great then as well. You haven't lost that. Do you keep in touch with your former teammates?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do. We've had a golf trip every year for about 23 or so years.
And who's on the trip? Who's on the golf trip?
It's more the 95 group. So, yeah, there's Bradley, Gleeson, Hannah. Sticks is in charge of the alcohol. Hannah's in charge of the food, so the restaurants we go to. And Bradley's on the committee. I'm not sure what Battles does. He doesn't do stuff all around.
Right. You know, driving around with you, I can see why you're so good in traffic. You know what I mean?
I'm a very good driver.
You are a good driver. Your vision's amazing.
I can see cars you can't even see.
I always think how funny it is, Diesel, that the grand career that you had, one of the greatest careers ever, and there was only 1 year in your entire career that finished the way you wanted.
Yeah.
It's funny to think about like that.
Yeah, team-wise, like I was very driven individually as well as a player, which a lot of players would say, oh, look, I never care about the Brownlow or the best and fairest, or, well, I did, you know.
Yeah.
I did. I tried to win them all, you know. And that's just the way I trained and played. You know, a lot of players, I know I played with them as well, where, you know, they might have 25 at three-quarter time and they might finish with 26 or 27. You know, where if I had 25 at three-quarter time, I'd have 35 or 40. You know, that was the difference. Unless I got 40, I wasn't happy, you know.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, you miss it. When I finished, I was 34. I had 14 years and I was really done, you know.
Yeah.
I've just had a fantastic time and great fun.
Gregory Donald Williams, I just want to say on behalf of myself and all Carlton supporters, I love that you played for our club eventually. And thanks so much for this, mate.
Oh, well done, Seb.
Appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it.
Well done.
Parkin.